Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, More and More Geckos. If you're new here, can you please give this video a thumbs up? Don't forget to comment down below and subscribe and turn that notification bell on so you can see more amazing videos about these wonderful creatures and many more. If you don't mind, can you please check out CLE Reptiles channel, links in the description as well as the comment area. Go please show that channel some love and let them know I sent you. And let's get today's video started. Alrighty guys, so I just wanted to give you a little bit of update on this bearded dragon. As you remember, this was surrendered to me a few weeks ago, and I've been tending to it, and as you all know, he had quite a bit of problems. I'm just going to name quite a bit of them. He couldn't open his eyes at one point, he had tail rot, his back legs weren't working, his prolapse came out and his vent was incredibly swollen. He wasn't able to go to the bathroom. He had a huge bulge in his stomach. I mean, there were a lot of things wrong with him. He was severely underweight. And as you can tell, the weight is completely coming back onto him. He's looking amazing. He opens his eyes quite often. He's still having a little bit of problems because the eyes were infected, but they are being treated and they look 20 times better. And I'm just so excited for that because he's going to be back to 100% before we know it. I got the prolapse back in and the vent is not even swollen. He's going to the bathroom every single day. So, I mean, the tail rot is gone. The lump in his belly is gone. I mean, he's just making 100% turnaround. The only problem is his legs are still not working. He's had a few leg twitches, and I was talking to a reptile breeder I know that works with bearded dragons, and he's had bearded dragons that have had the same problems, but yet they still turn around. So we're hoping with a lot of exercise and work, we can get his back legs working. So this guy is coming around 100%, and he's making a great addition. And we still haven't decided a name, so we're going to work on finding that name idea for this lovely bearded dragon. And I'm just happy that he was able to find a new home and that he didn't get euthanized, because imagine if he got euthanized and he didn't give a chance to live. I mean, he's making 100% turnaround, and I'm just so excited that I was able to help him, and I'm looking forward to the future for him, and I can't wait to see what happens to him. So guys, as you all remember, when I first got my baby Crested Gecko, I was keeping it in a critter keeper to reduce stress, but I recently bought this Exoterra cage, and it's very well set up. As you can tell, it has a cork flat back there, a feeding dish, a branch, tons of plants, a little shallow water dish if it wants to drink. I'm also using Eco Earth and sphagnum moss as the substrate. And I mean, it's a really well set up habitat for a baby Crested Gecko. We got the thermometer back there, UVB and heating up top. So I mean, this is a very well set up habitat for a baby Crested Gecko, and it really does really well in here. So what we're going to be doing is feeding it, but first I'm just going to give you a little closer look into the habitat, because I mean, it's pretty well set up, and I really recommend this for baby Crested Geckos if you are looking for a baby Crested Gecko, or if you want a baby Crested Gecko but you don't really know what type of habitat to use. This habitat is amazing. As you can tell, he's finding his food a lot because there's the poop, and that's how you can tell they're doing well in their habitat, is by if they're able to find their food. And you can tell if they're finding their food if they're going to the bathroom quite often. So, I mean, this habitat is just amazing. The Crested Gecko is probably somewhere behind the plant or the cork flat. But guys are gonna see it as I feed it. So we have quite a bit of options for food. If we go over here, we got some Pangea food, I think. Yep, we got growth and breeding Pangea food mix, and then we also got apricot, a Pangea mix, and then also back here behind my beetles and waxworms, we got a Crested Gecko food formula right here, and then right here we also have another Crested Gecko diet food for them, and then we also have right here we have another Crested Gecko food formula. So we have a lot of options for food for the Crested Gecko. So I think we're gonna try the apricot and the growth and breeding because we have never tried it on those, and I think it's gonna like it, so let's see how it does. So guys, here's the Crested Gecko. he's about, I think, 3 months old now. So we're just going to be trying to see if he'll take a little bit of food for us. There we go. And he's a great eater. I mean, as you can tell, he's pretty chunky. I'm not sure if the camera really picks it up because it's at a weird angle, but I mean, he's a very chunky crested gecko, and he just likes to eat a lot. And there's nothing wrong with that, but we always have to keep an eye on him since he likes to eat a lot. So what we'll do is we usually just feed him a little bit, make sure he's eating, and then we put him back in the habitat, and then we give him a dish to eat out of. He hasn't gone for any crickets or anything yet. He tried for a wax worm the other day, and then he never got it. But right now he's taking off into his enclosure, so I'm going to turn you around so you guys can see him. So guys, here he goes back into his enclosure. I guess he just decided he was done eating. This is like a second later after he was just eating. He just took off out of nowhere. He's just heading right back into his enclosure. But I mean, look at the pattern on this crested gecko. I mean, the pattern is out of control. It's just amazing. And as you can tell, he has a pretty big belly, and he's a chunky little monkey. He came pretty chunky compared to his siblings, so I mean, I'm not complaining since he's chunky because that means he likes to eat, but we're gonna have to be careful on how much we feed him because we don't want him too big because a crested gecko needs to be at a healthy weight just to live a very long life. So we're gonna try to just keep an eye on him, and I'm just gonna put the rest of his food in his habitat since he didn't finish it all. But yeah, let's move on to the next reptile. So guys, just for those people that are new to my channel, I just wanted to show you what I feed my reptiles. So for most of the geckos and lizards, I just feed them these mealworms that I have, and they're pretty good. I don't recommend just feeding only mealworms, but I bought 1,000 of them for like $20 at PetSmart, and they work very well for all my reptiles. I give it to all my salamanders and geckos, and then I add a piece of cardboard in there. And then I usually come in here, and then every single day there's a few beetles, and then I put all the beetles in here. And then about once a week I go through and I collect all the baby mealworms, and then I add them in here. So it's just like a rotating process with the mealworms, and I just have tons of beetles and mealworms. And when you have about 1,000, you can just keep producing them like crazy. So if you are looking to breed mealworms, just do something simple like this, and then I throw in a little bit of a apple or something for them to eat, and I just throw it in the container for them on like a little tray, and then they just go nuts for it. And then I also have superworms. I'm not sure where they're all hiding, but I can see one over there, and I'm not gonna grab it just because I try not to hurt them or anything. I just want to be gentle with them. But I feed quite a bit of superworms to all my reptiles. And then in here I have wax moths and I have wax worms. As you can tell, there's a wax moth right here. And then I have tons of cocoons and wax worms in here because I give these guys as treats. And then for my bearded dragon, I give mealworms, salads, and superworms, and just pretty much hornworms and other type of stuff. I like to switch up the diet. And then as you all know, for my crested gecko, I give Pangea and crested gecko formula diets. And then if you come over here, down here, I have small crickets, and then I have large crickets, pinhead crickets, medium crickets. I have tons of different size crickets in different tubs just because I like to give my geckos different choices and varieties, and I just like to give them the option to have different types of food. But yeah, I just wanted to let people know who don't know what I feed my reptiles. So there you have it. So guys, sadly, that is a wrap for today's video. But if you did enjoy today's video, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on so you guys know when I upload new videos. If you don't mind, can you please check out CLE Reptiles channel, links in the description, as well as the comment area. Please show that channel some love and let him know I sent you. Also, I wanted to thank every single one of you guys for your viewership and the subscribers. I really appreciate it. We are over 400 subscribers. We're right at 400 subscribers last time I checked. So thank you so much. I really appreciate all your support. And by supporting me, you help me teach other people about reptiles. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I just don't have the words. I mean, I'm so grateful for every single one of you guys. So thank you so much. Remember to have one amazing day. And if you don't mind, can you please check out this video of me with my bearded dragon, and if you don't mind, can you please check out this video of my albino leopard gecko Chase eating. Remember to have one amazing day, and I'll see y'all next time.